felt rain come down on me. It might be about to rain. Does it happen here? Does it rain here? What it's done for me and how you can do this too. So those are 3 things I want to share with you. So why I got started and how I ended up on trips like this for free. I'm pretty sure it's about to rain. I thought another drop. You might be taking this inside. And what it's done for me and how you can do this too. Okay? So the first thing I want to talk to you is about a conversation I had. This is what prompted this live. I was at breakfast this morning with my business partner who's become hashtag best friend. We're now BFFs, right? And we were talking about life before our business has grown. And what we were specifically talking about was going to the grocery store and how now we literally go to the grocery store and just pick out what we want. But that wasn't our life before. We couldn't just go to the grocery store and pick out whatever we wanted. Like, I remember going grocery shopping. It's really a good thing to sit back and review your life and how far you come. Because if you're like me, you're hard on yourself, right? But you realize in retrospect, you've been doing the dang thing, girl. Like, go. So I remember when I used to go grocery shopping. I know how this conversation started. So as my business grows, I make more money. And I do want to start a foundation or a nonprofit. And I had to think about what would I like my nonprofit to be. And I would like my nonprofit, since I'm a breastfeeding mom and I've had success breastfeeding my 7-month-old Mila, that is what I want to do. I want to educate women like me on properly breastfeeding and not giving up, okay? Because a lot of the things that cause women to give up on breastfeeding are normal, and you don't know it's normal. So I want to normalize. I'm a part of a Black moms breastfeeding group here on Facebook, and they have helped me tremendously. Like, I probably would have given up week 2 if I didn't know that what was happening was normal. Or the myth that your baby can't take a bottle and be breastfed. Like, you can't put the breast milk in a bottle because them drinking from a nipple is going to make them not come back to your nipple. Mila has switched back from my breast to a bottle with no problems. But there were tips and tricks that I learned to do that. And that's what I want to do. So we were talking about what women would I serve. And the women that I would like to serve in my breastfeeding nonprofit would be women who are receiving subsidized government assistance, because some of them are at home with their babies all day, but they're not educated and don't know how to make the decision successfully to breastfeed, or how it doesn't start the day the baby's born. It starts when you find out you're pregnant, changing your eating habits and those kind of things. So then we started talking about eating habits and how I used to be in the grocery store because I was a teacher who got paid at the last day of the month. We got paid once a month, and it's the last day of the month. So the food stamp process has changed in that not everybody gets their money at the beginning of the month, right? Well, back, some years back, everybody was getting their food stamps at the beginning of the month. So I was paid once a month as a teacher, the last day of the month. So I ended up in the grocery store with the moms and the parents who were getting food stamps. So although I wasn't using food stamps, I ended up having to grocery shop at the same time. So I would see their baskets filled up with things that were like frozen dinners and not healthy foods. And, I was being judgy. And I was like, God, they're getting money from the government to buy food, and they're not working. Some of them, generalization I'm about to give you, are not working outside the home. Processed foods, yes, Villa, are not working at the home. Why aren't they cooking? Why aren't they buying? Because that's what we were buying. I worked full time, but I was buying food to cook breakfast, cook lunch, and taking, when I was working, it was cooking dinner and then taking the leftovers to my job to eat for lunch. And that's how the discussion about food and grocery shopping started. And right, Bella, I know they don't know any better, and that's why I want my foundation, my nonprofit, to be where I teach those. I could go teach or help the middle class or those who are above middle class, but I feel like they have resources that they could use if they wanted to, and they are choosing not to, whatever the case is. But I would rather help those who don't know any better, right? So that they can make better choices. And then to me, it helps generations to come, because now I'm starting babies off with a healthy start, that's what they are born into the world knowing, and they can pass those same habits on to their children, and then to their children, and to their children. Oh, I'm gonna cry, because this really means a lot to me, right? It's not even why I got on here, but I hope this was meant for somebody. So that started our discussion on grocery shopping, and how now I get to make whatever decision I want when we go to the grocery store. Like, there was a time where crab legs was a treat. Tax money came out and we go get crab legs. Or shrimp was a treat. Or the good shrimp was a treat. And now I literally get to go to the grocery store. I don't make lists like I used to. I used to have a list of what I needed. I used to be in the grocery store with a calculator. My calculator was out, my list was out, my calculator was out, because I didn't want to I had a certain amount of money that we could spend on groceries, and I didn't want to get to the cash register and have to put something back. So as I was going through the store, I already had a list of what we were going to eat, and it was a list of what meals we were going to have, and not because I was meal planning, but because I needed to map out the meals for breakfast and dinner and lunch, so that it was enough meals between the next payday. And so it was spaghetti, and I was literally in the aisle doing ounces. I remember dividing things out and seeing what was the best cost. Okay, so getting the spaghetti and choosing one over another, not because of the brand, not because one tasted better, but because of the price. And I had to add it up, right? And having that conversation and realizing that we don't have to do that anymore. Myself and my business partner were sitting here like, gosh, we forgot about that. We don't have to do that anymore. I don't meal plan anymore, because I don't have to. And it wasn't, I know some people meal plan for healthy reasons. I wasn't meal planning for healthy reasons. I was meal planning because of the price. I needed to make sure we had enough meals. I wanted meals to last longer. We would eat one meal for 3 days. Spaghetti, you can make a lot of it. You can eat it over 3 days. Like, that is where I was at when I found this business opportunity. And that's what I want to do for people. So when I started this business, I literally Googled ways to make an extra $1,000 a month. And this business, Paparazzi, which is on my thing back there, came up on Stay at Home Mom's website. And I wasn't looking to not make grocery lists anymore. I wasn't looking to now be able to eat crab legs whenever I want to, or be able to buy chicken breast that came from a grass-fed cow, because that's what I buy now. Like, I'm only going to Publix, and I'm only buying the chicken breasts that are come from a cow that eats grass. That wasn't even a thought process. I just knew that $1,000 would keep us from having to live paycheck to paycheck. But as a result of doing that, my life has changed, and the decisions I get to make have changed. It's things that we do every day that we think are normal behaviors, because we don't know any better. I know I grew up with a mom who made grocery lists, and she made grocery lists because she had to look at how much she was spending, not because she wanted to make sure that she was doing good meal prep, as we talk about today. People who are going on a diet, meal prep because they're going on a diet. No, I wasn't meal prepping. My mom wasn't meal prepping for a diet. We were meal prepping because of the amount of money we could spend. Not even allowed, could spend. And what I found is that the habits that were created were based on my finances, and weren't necessarily things that everybody does. I had normalized having a calculator with me, so I could calculate how much my grocery bill was going to be before I made it to the counter. So I wouldn't get at the counter and be like, oh, we need to put that back, or oh, we need to put it back. Or not putting it back, going over my grocery budget, but paying for it the following week, because now I didn't have as much for the following week. And there's things that you're normalizing, and that I know I normalize, that if you had more money, it wouldn't be a normal practice for you, because it's no longer a normal practice for me. And that's what I want to do for people. When I say, you might see the hashtag change lives, $5 at a time, or starting with mine is hashtag starting with mine. That's what I mean. I change lives because people get to be able to wear fashionably affordable jewelry, which makes a huge difference. When you don't have money to go buy, because this was me too, when you don't have enough money to go buy more clothes, because I remember one summer, I was like, this summer I'm wearing white wife beaters. White wife beaters, I'm not buying no more summer clothes, not by choice, because the finances weren't there. Like if I wanted to save for something, I had to cut back somewhere else. So I remember there was a summer, I was like, I'm not buying no more clothes. I'm going to wear this white wife beater with some blue jean shorts or with some, what are those other pants called? Sailor shorts, where they're a little bit longer. And then what are the other jeans? They're not full jeans, but they go down to like your shin. I can't remember what they're called, but the other layers of shorts bottoms you can wear. Now I would just wear a white shirt and then put them with different accessories so it looks like a totally different outfit. So you get to buy more clothes, but you can buy affordable accessories that makes the old clothes you have look different. So that's one way that changed lives. The other way is giving you money that you didn't know you needed. Capris, thank you, Akeisha, Capris. Giving you money that you didn't know you needed to change habits you didn't know you needed to change. I operated. I don't know what you do. I operated within a certain financial status, not realizing that is not the way it had to be. Until I made more money and was like, oh, it ain't gotta be like this. I don't have to spend extra time trying to make a budget, or grocery shopping can be shorter. Like I don't have to spend an hour in here going and putting something back, getting something else. Like I can literally just go to the grocery store and go aisle by aisle and pick out whatever I want to eat, whatever I want, because I can afford it. So that's what I mean when I say changing lives $5 at a time. So I got started because I wanted to make an extra $1,000 a month, but it became more than extra $1,000 a month. It became a different lifestyle. I look at things that it has offered me. Like here, I have a butler. I have a butler here in Dominican Republic. His name is Danilo. I'm gonna take a picture with Danilo before I leave. And Danilo has been amazing. So let me tell you about this butler situation. And this is something that when I took vacations before, I didn't understand. I didn't understand how you go book things on vacation and it's already booked out, or you go make a reservation and there's no more reservations that can be made, or people are passing in line and you don't know how they got that. Let me tell you, here's the secret. They had a butler. It's crazy. So you're going on, I know this is me. I went on vacations and I was like, we wake up, we're going to go to this restaurant, or we're going to go do this activity on the resort, or in the hotel, or in the city that we're in. We're going to do this. And we get there, and it's booked out. You know why it's booked out? This is opportunity has offered me. Because they got butlers who are booking it for them. I sent Danilo a message on WhatsApp and said, today at 7 o'clock, I want to eat at the steak restaurant. Danilo's like, okay, do you have any allergies, ma'am? No allergies. I show up at the restaurant. They're like, what's your room number? 7130. And they're like, hi, Christy. No allergies? Follow us. Where has this been all my life? It wasn't with the Google search of I want an extra $1,000 a month. Because an extra $1,000 a month wouldn't have gotten me this far. You know what an extra $1,000 a month, which is all I wanted when I started this business. I thought an extra $1,000 a month would have changed my life. And it did. Don't get me wrong. That extra $1,000 changed my life. But I didn't stop there. When I made an extra $1,000 a month, I was like, I did that. I fit it in my schedule to make an extra $1,000 a month. And if I just bump that effort up a little bit more, then I can make more. So I set my goal at $3,000 a month. And then I made $3,000 a month. And I was like, wait. So in my packed schedule with my husband and my child and my full-time job, I made an extra $3,000 a month. I'm sure I could fit it in my schedule to increase my goal to $5,000 a month. I increased it to $5,000 a month, and I did that. And so then I was like, you know what? Once I reached about $5,000 a month, I was like, it's time to go change other people's lives. I'm convinced that I know the process to do this, what we call in our business duplication. I can duplicate this and other people can also make this kind of money because I know what it's done for me. Not just the not living paycheck to paycheck, but opening my eyes to what the world really has to offer. And that's what I'm here to offer to you. Come join me. Come do this. Was I 9 years ago when I was 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 years ago this person? Absolutely not. And here's another thing. I know I say this on lots of lives and people don't believe it, that I'm an introvert. Ask these people at this resort with me. Ask these other paparazzi consultants how introverted I've been. My business partner yesterday, I stayed in my room all day yesterday. I had, why would you not? Like, look this is my patio. Why would I need to go out anywhere else, says the introvert in me. I had breakfast delivered to my room. I had lunch room service delivered to my room. Now, meanwhile, this is rocking my boat. Like, it didn't bother me that I had to stay in my room, or I decided to stay in my room yesterday. Meanwhile, my BFF is an extrovert. And she was like, yesterday was the worst day ever. Because she wants to be around people, and she wants to talk, and she wants to be in the mix. Not me, honey. I was fine yesterday, and I'm making myself leave this room today. I'm going to go over to the adult swim area and meet up with one of my business partners who said, girl, I want to talk to you. We talked at the last passport trip we had, and she's like, I need to talk to you. We need to run some ideas off of this. I was like, so I'll meet you over there later. But you can do this. If the idea is that I'm not a people person, you're looking at the non-people person. But you're looking at the non-people person who now, if you're just not joining us, go back and catch the hashtag replay, who now can create a foundation, who can create a nonprofit that helps women in the area that I feel would benefit them and their families to come. But all I wanted was an extra $1,000 a month. So I just wanted to come in here and share with you why I got started to make an extra $1,000 a month. What it's done for me. It has allowed me to come on a free bizcation. This is on the large end. A free bizcation, because it's a business/cation, and have a butler. Me and Danilo. Like, he's on my WhatsApp. I could WhatsApp him right now and be like, hey, I left this towel. This towel right here, I left it on the beach. I came back to my room and I messaged WhatsApp. I said, Danilo, before you go home for the day, he has 2 cute little boys. He's married with 2 cute little boys. Before you go home to your family, could you grab the towel and bring it to my room for me, please? That's my life. But that wasn't the life I was looking for. You know the life I was looking for? An extra $1,000 a month that now in hindsight would literally just allow me to go grocery shopping without having to walk through the aisles, adding up what I was buying to make sure I didn't go over my grocery store list, my budget. Do I still make a budget? Yes, but now my budget can be looser. I can have an area that just says for things I decide to do that I don't know I want to do yet. That line did not exist 9, 8, 7, 6 years ago. But that can now be a line item in my budget, like discretionary funds is what we can call it, right? And so that is why I'm sharing this with you. If you want to take a leap, I feel like something flew in my nose, maybe not. If you are ready to take a leap and try something different, am I going to say this is going to change your finances and you'll be where I'm at? It won't for everybody, because everybody will not put in the work. Oh, I'm not saying I just woke up and became a multi-6-figure earner. Forget the multi-6-figure earner. I didn't just wake up and make an extra $1,000 a month. I didn't just wake up and make $100 and an extra $100 in a week. No. There is work required. Faith! Hey, girlfriend, I need you on my team so bad. Come, Faith. Come join me. Good to see you in here, girl. So I'm not saying it won't be, but this is what I will say. I will say that you already, you who are watching me right now, you already have everything in you to be a success with me. Everything. If you've worked on a job with somebody, if you're a teacher, a nurse, a bus driver, a doctor, if you are, all those skills that you already have will make you a success right here with me. How do I know? I have a team of over 100,000 business partners that span across America from all different backgrounds. You know, a group of them are here with me, and we are all vastly different. Vastly different backgrounds, different sizes, different home makeups, some from Utah. And it's funny because I'm here with I've been in the business 9 years. A lot of the people who, I've been just saying all of them, who've been in the business 9 or 10 years are from Utah. But me, I'm from Atlanta. And it becomes pretty glaring as I sit here on this week of the elite leadership that the people who are from this week, who have been in the business a long time, are from Utah. Utah and Atlanta is about as different as night as day. But God made this place for me at this time so I could come in here and share with you why you should be coming and trying this with me. Oh, thank you, Janelle. Thank you so much. It's life-changing. And all you have to do is try. Jump in, try it. You've spent $99 on many things that have given you no return. And this will give you, if not financial, it will give you an opportunity to surround yourself around people. Like, prime example, I have a butler. This is my second time at this resort. The first time, I didn't have this behind me because I didn't know any better. The first time, I didn't have a butler because I didn't know any better. But because I am surrounded by those who have been here before me, and I sat back and I took notes. Oh, they have that. Well, guess what? When I return, I have this too. Oh, they have a butler. Guess what? When I return, I have a butler too. That's the beauty about this opportunity, is that you will be surrounded by people who have already been where you don't even know you want to go, where you don't even know you are meant to be. But they've been there and they are openly sharing with you. I'm openly sharing with you about how you can get here with the skills you already have, as long as you're willing to put those skills to work. With the skills that are already inside of you that you don't even know exist yet. And I'm telling you that this opportunity with me on my team will bring those out. So you're like, okay, I'm ready, Christy. Sounds good. I'm trying to be in DR for free too. Let me tell you what you need to do. If you're ready to take the leap, if you have some more questions, you're like, this sounds great. Sounds good. I've seen your journey, Christy. I remember when you didn't look like that. When your vacations weren't like this. I remember that, and I'm ready to jump on it. Or if you're new to following me and you're like, I'm ready to try that out. It can't be, that hard. Or it might be hard, but I'm ready to put in the work. If any of those apply to you, the way to get started literally takes 5 minutes. The link, which I will put here in the comments, I think I actually know it by heart. paparazziaccessories.com/join/6442. If someone invited you in here, because like I said, I have lots of business partners. If someone invited you in here and you're ready to start, Dana, we can set up a one-on-one too. Send me a message, Dana, and I'll send you my link so you and I can set up a one-on-one. So we can go over where you are in the business and where you want to go, what your specific goals are, and then we can create a plan to get you there, okay? Since you're ready to put in the work. Because everybody say they ready. Now, Dana, you might want to talk to some people like Kiara, who's in here, and Shonda's in here. I work one-on-one with them, and they know I don't base your goals, I don't base what you need to do on what I want you to do. I base it on what you say you want. You want an extra $1,000 a month? I'm going to tell you how to get it. You want an extra $5,000 a month? I'm going to tell you the work to get into it. Now, some people say, oh, I want an extra $5,000 a month. And I'll say, well, how quickly? You want it in 3 months? You want it in a year? Like, how quickly do you want this? And they say, oh, I want it in 3 months. I want to go from 0 to 5,000 in 3 months. Cool. Let's write that up. And they see that plan, they like, oh, let's back that up. The way my life's set up, I can't do all that in 3 months. That is fine. We can stretch that out into a year. But here's the thing. Your real job didn't take you from 0 to an extra $5,000 in 5 years. Just put it in perspective. You've been with the same job for 5 years, and that job has not increased your pay from where it's at to $5,000 more. So don't come, and this is a reality. This is how I operate. I operate in reality. You don't come to this business and then say, oh, in 3 months, I want to make an extra $5,000 of work, and don't think that there isn't work required for that. But the best part is you're surrounded by bosses who are doing the work. There's benefits to it, not just financial, not just what you're going to see in your bank account change, but it's the circles that you're around. It's the mindset that changes. It's the things you read that edifies your mind and your spirit that changes. It's the timeline on your social media that changes. So you no longer see the negativity. You start seeing other things because you're following other things. It's the YouTube that you start watching in the morning, at lunch, and at dinner time that changes. It's the conversations that you used to be in that you're like, that doesn't feed me anymore, and I'm not in it. It is those things that not only feeds your pocket, it feeds you. And you didn't even realize you needed that until you started surrounding yourself with those situations. You was like, that's it. That's what I needed. Are you feeling like something got to give? There got to be something else, but you don't know what it is? You surround yourself with this circle right here, with my Kiera, with my Shonda, with me, and you be like, that's what it was. I didn't know. I knew something needed to change. I couldn't quite pinpoint what it was. And then you grow in this business, and you were like, that's what it is. That's what I needed. So, if you're ready to get started, I didn't pin that. I didn't even pin it so you guys can keep saying, let me scroll back up. I just typed it and kept on going. So if someone invited you in here, get back to them so you can join their team and be part of the Cure the Most Bosses. Anybody who invited you in here will 9 times out of 10 be part of my Cure the Most Bosses team. Did I even type that? I think I typed it. If no one invited you in here and you are ready to take the leap and join my team and link with me and here it is right here, and be one of my business partners, you can click on this link or shoot me a message, 15 minutes or less. I can answer any questions that you need. And believe me, I've been in this business 9 years. There is not a question that you will not ask that I have not answered. I promise you. And if you need me to talk to your husband, because I've done that before too, and the husband has questions, you ready to jump on? You go back like, babe, I want to start this business. And he's like, you done did 10 businesses before. What makes this different? And you can't answer his questions, and you need somebody to answer his questions. I've talked to husbands before, so I can do that too, and answer all the questions that he may have. Let's get you started. Let's do it. There are 3 ways to get started. When you click the link, you can start for $499. That comes with 200 pieces of jewelry. You do the math. 200 times 5, that's your money back plus profit. There's a $299 kit. That's what I started with 9 years ago, which was 120 pieces. You do the math. 120 times 5, that's your investment plus your money back. And then the last one is $99, $99. There have been people, there are people who started with $99. Ooh, something out here is making my nose really itch. My grandma used to say a man was coming, but it might be the butler, Danilo. He might be bringing something to my room. Oh, Danilo, he be on it too. He's good at his job. He got a tip coming when I leave here. You will start with $99, but your investment will not stop there if you're ready to grow your business. But you will be, because when I started with $299, and I ended up spending $1,000 in accessories, but that's because my accessories were going. People were buying it so quick, I had to go back and buy more and more and more and more and more, so I could sell more and more and more. Yes, Kiera, she's here. She said she started with a $99 kit, and guess what Kiera does full time now? Paparazzi. She walked away from her job because she makes more money sharing $5 jewelry than she did working at her job for the school system. That started with $99. But I won't lie to you, Kiera works. She shows up for her business consistently. She's coachable. When she comes to me and says, this is what I want to do, and I say, hey, this is how you can do that. You can do this, 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 and this. She listens, and she goes and gets it done. You hear me? All right, with that said, that's it. That's all I wanted to come in here and talk to you about. Why I got started, what it's done for me and my team, not just for me. There's a song that I think it's called Boss by, it's like my number one song right now. It's Boss by Jay-Z and Beyonce. And it says it doesn't matter if you winning if you're not bringing nobody along with you. And that is where I am. I've been there for a couple of years now, but that is definitely where I'm at. I'm winning. My family's winning, and that is where I'm at. I am bringing more people with me. Yep, it's Beyonce and Jay-Z. It's Boss. And she says she got children on the Forbes list. Let's go. That's what I'm trying to bring people along with me. That's my new anthem. So that's it. I can't wait to get those messages from you, and you about wanting more information. Like, I hear you, Christy. How do I get started? You ready to just jump on and get started? Or you have some questions about when I get started, what does this entail? What kind of time? Like Chancity. I know you have your business going, but this would be a perfect combination. And let me tell you, I'm confident that I could leave this opportunity and run any business ever because of the things I've learned. I can create a website. I know how to market it on social media for any product I believe in because I've done it with this. So Chancity, you can join me or Kiera. You can join Kiera, that's fine. You can join me or Kiera. And you should jump on this, girlfriend, because this will grow. You have all the skills necessary. People person, you got the graphic design. Listen, we need to talk. All right, with that being said, I'm out of here. You guys be blessed. It's about that time for me to pump and head to the pool. Can't wait to have you on my team. Bye. Jamie, you got to go back and catch the hashtag replay. I'm actually going to send it to you in your DM.